this is such a simple tool in appearance, but the technical detail is stupid compared to any other project we've done. The technical detail is 10 times greater. And
from appearance sake, it's very simple. A rectangle and an auto cover seems really simple. But compared to what we build, when we're building in the grand scale that we do, it's less technical work, skill set, and more creative visual skill set. Because when we're building on a grand scale, we don't care so much of the minute details of straightness, trueness, corner, any of that. What we're building is overall appearance. And I had a pool guy recently say to me, he said, I know, and he was kind of paraphrasing me, he said, I know that when you build, your pool, you anticipate and you want it to feel like it's been there for 20 years. He said, I want mine to feel like it's been there for 20 minutes because it's the precision technical detail part of straight lines and all of that. And that's not the feel that we go for. Instead, we're very much about a lived-in, the comfy couch versus building the really pretty couch with the plastic on it. We're building the comfy couch. And to do that, you got to knock the edges off. You got to wear it down a little bit. You got to build it in such a way. It's all brand new, but it has to be built in such a way that it feels like it's been there a while. So most of our technical detail is on the creative side, less so on the engineering side. This particular one, to make it work, was very engineeringly technical because there are no specs on how a pool is built this way. There's no specifications anywhere that say when you put this element, this element, this element together, how do they all fit? And what I had to do is I had to work it through my head. Each little corner of the pool, along the face of the wall of the waterfall to across, there's actually a love seat that runs that entire length, a vinyl covered love seat that runs the entire length of the deep end as well. And figuring out those details of how the true tile would fit relative to the wall that's dropped, relative to the encapsulated track, and how that would fit into the corner that's built into the waterfall where the auto cover box sits. And all those details of corners to make sense, because any one of those, and if it wasn't square and true, any one of those would make it not work. And you only find out when you're done. You don't find out in the beginning, you find out in the end if it worked or not. So those are the detail things that I had to go over. I don't think most people even on the crew recognize that. I don't think that they really thought through it. It's just they were doing what they're supposed to do, but I kept stopping and doing these details and making sure everything lined up. If there was no waterfall there, far less of an issue. If there was no true tile, far less of an issue. If it was just a gunite pool, no problem. If it was just a vinyl liner pool, no problem. But if you look at that end as partial gunite, partial liner, partial whatever, auto cover end, and that end is sun shelf, which is gunite, now blending the gunite to the vinyl in such a way that it makes sense. All of those things had to be thought through minute by minute by minute. I pre-planned as best I could, but minute by minute by minute, I had to go over it and over and over, make sure my hitting was right, and we hit it. We hit it right on, and it fit. The liner fit perfectly. A new set of challenge for us was, if you were to hang a liner and you're a vinyl liner guy, how would you hang a liner with a waterfall that's 7 feet tall in front of the track where you're supposed to hang it? You know, normally you just lay on your stomach and you tuck the track in. In that particular case, that's the deep end of the pool. There's a love seat that goes all the way across. It's vinyl covered, so it needs also to have the ability to hold itself in place. And then on top of that, now we have to hang a liner. So it's those details that create a whole lot of different things, and we had to kind of rebuild how we do things. But the technique that we learned here, then we were able to apply at the next project, which was even more complicated in terms of hanging a liner, and it worked out perfectly. So those steps are things that we just kind of had to go through. So it is really technical, but it doesn't look technical at all. It looks very simple.